Hello everyone, Inkdisk here. It's October, it's the middle of the night, so what better way to spend the time than to play a horror game? Tonight we're playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent, widely considered to be one of the best horror games of all time, and for various reasons that, if you want to get into real detail, multiple YouTubers, including the likes of Mahler, have done multi-hour breakdowns of everything that's great and also not so great about this particular game, and even a breakdown comparing it to the next game in the series, Machine for Pigs, which wasn't made by Frictional. Anyway, let's get started. We'll play it on normal. Yeah, start a new game.
Don't forget, some friends mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Wonder if we're Daniel. Yeah, up and at 'em. We got rose petals and some pink liquid. Seems to be making a trail. Oh, journal. That's kind of bright. Might have to adjust that. No notes available. I think it was in mementos. Oh yeah, follow the liquid trail and find its source. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, no, that's definitely staying bright, so just need to quick adjust the gamma. That should be good. Let's see. That's still very bright. Alright, let's try again. Okay. How about now? No, it's just naturally that way. Maybe it's a glitch. That's not a viable option. This way. Oh, steady now. Yeah. What's got you shaky? Yeah, let's see if we can get out. Alright. That's a no. A little jumpy, aren't you? Ooh, tinder. What do we got in here? More tinder. Anything else? A chair. Alright, right mouse is the throw button. Alright. Gonna need a lot of that. There we go. Yeah, staying in the light is very important. Good. There's something out there? Alright, calm down. No need to curl up in a ball. Alright. Whatever it is, got him spooked on sort of an instinctual level if he's not remembering much. Let's have a look in here first. There you go, another tinder. And anything in here? Nope. Trail leads there, but what do we got in here? We got darkness. Not very fond of darkness. Usually leads to bad things in horror games. This place has seen better days. Fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones in Constantinople. It'd be great as having one of these torches. Okay. Let's get into the relative... Ooh, double tinder. Whoa. I don't think those bugs were there before. Why am I all shaky and blurry? Alright, nothing of value in here. Beware when standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes or search for other sources of light. I got a feeling. Alright. What's with this crazy wind? That's a bit more than just a draft. Come on. Something fell straight through the roof. And then possibly got back up. Not very good. Let's get a little light. Is that a torso? No, that's a rock. Something's out there, though. It's locked. Is there anything else in here? That's a little better. Are we sure it's locked? I missed a key somewhere. Ooh, here we go. What? Alright, F for the lantern. It's got oil limit. And then, okay, yeah, there's definitely something. I'll have to check that between parts. Because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to glow like this. Anyway, health is good. Sanity is slightly worse for the wear. Got a little bit of fuel for the lantern. Imagine somewhere in this room is a little... Oh, door opened. I mean, something must have passed by. Now, this place ain't stable. Oh, that's just a solid box. I got tinder. What else we got? Wait. I hit something. Oh, I hit the window. Okay. I hit maybe a jar or a bottle. Trail keeps going. Ah, oil. And a
19th
note.
of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brennenberg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
That's a heck of a note. Hello. Oh. Alright, that's good. Now let's, while we're here, check for anything else useful. Any more jars? No. So let's use that one. Yeah, there we go. Hello. You are rather big. Do cockroaches actually get that big? Like, I know they can get big, but those things look like they'd fit on your hand with not much room to spare. Anyway, let's get forward. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Why did I need to run? Ooh, we got another.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenberg.
Fabrica Eloquatoria. That ain't look good. Tough and pliant, can't be torn by hand or tools. It's squishy. Alright, what's the memento say? J. Oh hey, it fixed the lighting. Okay, so some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to a refinery, can't be dissolved. Notes, okay. No diaries yet. So we need to make some kind of acid. Now it's over here. This looks like a way out. Oh. Okay then. I'm assuming that's the shadow. Ooh. Oil, nice. Or if that's not the shadow, it's something the shadow can make. Ooh, and tinder, nice. There. Educate yourself. Yeah. Let's take it. Go and have a second book on me. Okay, so downstairs is a no-go for now. That leaves the wine cellar, laboratory. Laboratory seems like a good bet. Yeah, it's on the right. Door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Alright, let's get some light. Now, what was that? Sounded like some sort of dog or bird whimpering. Alright, so the castle is breathing. Possibly literally. Let's see. Alright, that's no-go. How about... Ooh, check behind these. And that's so good.
There's nothing left. Everything is gone.
Hello? Someone in here? Ooh, that's an openable chest. Nice. Okay, let's light this and put that away. Ah, that's bright.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
Alrighty. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. Former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them as well. This time I will attempt Aqua Regia instead of Aqua Fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. Experiment was unsuccessful. Solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with greatest care. Might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Well, what's your predicament and what were you trying to... Hello? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Someone's walking about. Ooh, tinder. Want to pick it up? Here. Okay, so I think, let's double check. I think it's, alright. Yeah, 4 chemicals. Now we just need to know where to get them. Oh! That don't seem friendly. It's like this. Ooh, no. Lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiment has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Alright, wine cellar. Alright. Alright, something's in here with us. The question is what? Other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steady rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Hello? Alright, that's locked, so maybe she was over here. Oh, tinder. Can never have too much tinder, can we? No, we didn't have much anyway, and we should top that off while we can. Tabularium archives. Yeah. And then see this. Alright, won't budge. Might be because of the boards. See it. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. Right the... Hello? I heard something in here.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Alright, so Daniel used to be an inquisitive sort and an academic. So I wonder what got him over here in a abandoned castle. Nothing in there. Hello. The old sword guy. I think he landed on a cockroach. Okay, nothing in here outside of that note. Though the note on its own is pretty interesting. Alright, we need a light. No. There we go. Hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenberg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years. My freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenberg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. I'm sure that works out well. I mean, you've only pledged your service to a man that I'm apparently being asked to kill. And judging by the state of this place, no one really lives here anymore. Or at least not in the upper chambers. Yeah, there's something moving about. God. Okay.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Well, you're lucky that you were only trapped. Depending on when it, broke, you could have ended up just squished to a pancake. Alright, someone's playing a piano. go. Let's get in the chest too. More oil and more tinder. Too bad I can't carry that candlestick with me. I feel like I went and skipped a step. Alright, let's see how my brain... Head pounding, hand shaking. Health is still good though. Alright, that's locked. And as much as I'd like to move forward, I want to check over here to the... Oh, this is the same place. Okay. There's the piano. Hello? I'm sure it's fine. That's the other hallway. Let's back up a little. Maybe a little more. And maybe pick up a 2x4 or beam if we can. There's another hole in the roof. Oh! Q and E are lean. Didn't even realize that. Okay. No sense holding back. That ain't good. How much tinder I got? 9. Not bad. Stop hissing at me. Alright. Something shook this place real rough at some point. It's gotta be what the collapse. Either that, or the whole place is built into the what? Oh, that ain't the way we're getting out. Okay. No panicking. Because panicking won't actually fix anything. Whoa. What is that?
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Alright, sounds like you appear to be on the veil of mortal knowledge. Rarely a good sign. Or good thing. Hello? Maybe we can throw a rock through it. And it took a lot less effort than I figured it would.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wards. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Alright, that explains the collapsing. Place was already weak from disrepair. Or at least I think it's disrepair. It may have just been age in general. And the shadow causes earthquakes in its wake, or maybe as a portent of its arrival. There's that piano again.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Alright, so we got books. Okay, that's really dark. And light that one. That should be, yep, just enough. Ooh, page. Alstadt and Brennenberg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenberg. Quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It's said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have sighted them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century, resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Mortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenberg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstadt, and like most of those of noble birth, Rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with great leaders of his country. Ah, that's rather interesting. So Alexander may in fact be immortal. Also, I might be remembering my history wrong, but isn't Prussia, it's either Germany or what became modern day Russia? And I know the Rhinelands is near or in Germany. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. Perfect. It's been a while since I've had like a proper history lesson. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. Sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenberg. Need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. Wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both my problems. Alright, so... yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but... okay. Oh, someone broke down the door. Hey, isn't this the locked door from the one side? What the hell? Is that behind me or in front? I think it's behind me. Statues were praying, gazing in the dark domed ceiling. Ah, crap. What the hell is that? Okay, we aren't going that way anymore. Gee, what's my health from that? Still good? Sanity's leaving something to be desired, but at least that's still relatively okay. Alright. Wine cellar is on the left. Should just be a little bit longer. Oh, right. There we go. Desert dunes were like waves in a sluggish sea. While the caravan moved, the land appeared motionless, but in the camp, the hills moved. Something's moaning around here. I don't like it.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He
That's enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Okay, either that was them belching or... Get over here. Oh, what's my old... We can top it off a little. Okay. It's overhead for now. Okay, no. Ooh, what's this? Come on, pick it. Oh. Don't look at it. Okay, don't look. No, it might actually see me. Please don't be enough to lure it. Just stare at the floor until everything stops waving about. Come on. If it comes here, I'm dead. Ah, fuck it. Okay, it's wandering off. I need a light. Yeah, well, there, that keep us a little sane. Alright, give it a minute to calm our nerves. Oh yeah, that is not great. Come on. I don't know where it is. I just hope it's not on a loop. Yeah, I can't even tell where I am. Oh, there's a tinder. Okay, is that one of the chemicals? It is. Like that. Grab that tinder. It can laudanum that's just for health. Yeah, there was a chemical trail to follow. there might be for the other. Yeah, they're overhead.
Someone's coming.
Let's get a bit more light. Okay, that's fixing a little faster. Let's see. Wasn't much. Oh, there it is. Ah, crap. The lantern's out, isn't it? Oh, no. That was good. Actually, what's my... A few cuts and bruises, might as well. Okay. Let's see. No thanks. Okay. Come on. Just a little more. Come on. Come on. Alright. Okay, that helped my health, mental health. No thanks. Oh.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh,
Apparently it...
My
Case...
God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Alright, so that wine was actually the acid. Surprised it actually blew up. Okay, nothing in there. Ooh, no. My name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle Brennenberg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me and accepted the invitation. Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It's getting late. Well, it's getting early, actually. It's like 5 in the morning now. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I'd been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenberg. Can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes and I can no longer... That's as far as he got. Alright, nope, nothing in there. Okay, I think that's all of it. I hope. Let's get out of here before whatever that thing was comes back. After enduring 3 days in Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached British territory, it was just a matter of reserving a cabin on SS Hortensia, headed for London. Okay, and that's more goop. Okay, lucky. Oh, he sat down by the Casbah wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and onto the sand-veiled ground. Luckily, all I gotta do is combine some fluids. Straight through here, I think. Perfect. Oh, how much of oil? Oh. There. Let's see, set that. Oh. Come on, there. And yep. 1, 2, 3. Oh. We'll deal with that after we get the jar filled. That thing didn't get out, did it? Alright, and then 4. And no. Nope, no, other way. There we go. 1, 2. No, why does it keep spinning the wrong way? 3 and 4. Alright, that'll do. Pot of acid. Now all I need is to figure out how to get out of this place. Let's see. Stairs have collapsed. Yep, just like I was saying. Find a way out. Well, these things looked relatively safe when I was doing stuff before. Oh, that works. Didn't even need a second. became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention as he opened the shutters, but the French soldiers opened fire on two young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gun smoke. That's not good. Come on. That is... Come on. How bad am I? All is good. That is surprising. Anyway, let's get going before that monster shows. Okay. And just like that. Nice. Cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. Pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought, or perhaps too few. Well, that's actually a pretty good... Actually, let me quick light that. There we go. Hello?
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Alright. Good to note. But we have been going for quite a while, so I'm going to call it right there. I mean, went through quite a bit of area and some story. Like, really interested in where this is going. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next part. Take care and have a nice day. Bye-bye.